Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be looking at how to play Ready or Not in virtual reality with voice attack so that you can give commands to your team using your voice. But before we get started guys, I just wanted to say that only 3% of my viewers are subscribed to the channel. So if you have the time, I would really appreciate it if you could please subscribe to the channel, because I put a lot of effort into these videos so that I can help you guys get some awesome experiences out of VR. Thanks again to everybody for all the support you've given me over the years. And with that being said, let's have a quick look at what Ready or Not in VR looks like with voice attack.
Red on me.
Stay on me. Diamond formation.
Here you can see I'm using the SkolVR Tomahawk.
Breaching bang.
Door flashed and clear.
Moving into place.
Check the link in the description for an awesome discount guys and a chance to win one of my created tags.
Taking it down. Got an opening up ahead. Check everything. Hallway right.
Breach it.
Move! I'm good to go.
Voice attack runs in the background and allows me to give commands to my squad.
Breaching.
I'm going!
Open it on the... Put your
Alright guys, so onto the guide, and the first thing I'm going to do is obviously download Ready or Not. Now I'm going to install it on my M.2, that's my fastest drive, and I recommend you stick it on your fastest drive too. And once I've done that, I'm going to go over to voice attack. You can buy it on the store, it's not too expensive, and I'm going to install that one too. I'm also going to stick that on my M.2 drive, but it's a very small file, so it's nothing to worry about. Alright guys, and once this game has installed, I'm going to quickly play it. I'm going to jump on it. I'm going to use DirectX 11. Do not use DirectX 12. Alright guys, and once we are in game, we're going to head over to options and we're going to set the graphics settings. So from here, I'm going to do the global graphics down to medium, and I'm going to build it higher and higher once the VR mod is running based on the frames that I'm able to produce. So we're going to start with medium. Then we're going to head over to advanced graphics, and this is very important. We're going to set up DLSS 4. And in order to do that, we're going to go over to NVIDIA DLSS. We're going to set quality on to quality, and that will be DLSS 4. And from here, it's very important that we also run the game at least once, and what that will do is create the background files for the mods that are required. Another thing that I highly recommend is to head over to gameplay. What we're going to do is go down to server-side checksum, and we're going to disable that. And what that's going to allow is for other people to join multiplayer games with us, or for us to join multiplayer games with the mod running, because yeah, the mod will be detected and you won't be able to play it on multiplayer without disabling that. Alright guys, so on to the next step, and we are going to head over to the flat screen to VR Discord community. This is an amazing community full of mods. From here, we're going to go over to UE. Make sure you've got UE join selected, and we're going to be able to select UE games. And from here, we're going to be able to get our profile, which is the Ready or Not profile right over here. So I'm going to go into there, and I'm going to head up to the top and go to pinned messages. Now to do that, I'm going to hit these three dots over here. I'm going to hit the pins button, and from the pins button, I'm going to select pinned messages right over here. And these pinned messages are where you're going to get the latest profiles and the latest version of UEVR. So from here, I'm going to select manual installation, and I'm going to open this link. It's going to take me over to Nexus Mods. You need an account to download it, anything from here obviously, but we're going to head over to the section where it says UEVR Nightly. Now if I open that in a new tab, that's going to download the version of UEVR that we need. We're going to leave that there for the time being, and we're going to scroll further down, and we're going to get the profile from files. Now you have a left-handed profile here for you lefties. For me, I'm going to get this profile right here. I'm going to select manual profile. This is the main profile. Now if we head back to the description, this is also where you get the voice attack profile, so make sure you grab that one. I recommend the top one. It's a really good profile. I would not get the profile that is on the pin. The profile that is on the Nexus page for me works better. Now we're going to head over to our downloads folder, and here is the UEVR that we just downloaded. We're going to extract everything, make sure you've got 7-zip installed, and once extracted, what we're going to do is we're going to create a shortcut from the UEVR, and we're going to make it run as administrator. So we're going to right click it, we're going to go down to properties, and then we're going to go to compatibility and run as administrator. Now every time I run this UEVR, it's going to work as administrator, and that's very important to make it work. Now we have the profile for Ready or Not and the profile for Voice Attack. We have to install them. So the first step to installing the Voice Attack profiles is to turn on my VR headset and run Ready or Not. And I'm going to choose DirectX 11. Remember, make sure your headset is connected to Steam VR so that when we inject in a moment, everything works seamlessly. And then once I'm in game, I'm going to go over to the folder where my UEVR is, and I'm going to run it. This little pop-up might come up. That's fine. Just push more info and push run anyway. It's just because it's an unknown publisher, but it's perfectly safe. And over here, we're just going to ignore this warning for the time being. And here we are able to inject our new profile. So here you can see in the drop-down menu, if I select Ready or Not, just push OK, push No. You'll see that there are no options because there's no profile. What we're going to do is open up the global directories folder. We're going to go straight into Ready or Not, and then we're going to drag all of the contents of that downloaded profile into that folder, and that's going to install the profile. So now when I go to the drop down menu and I just go off of Ready or Not and back onto Ready or Not, you can see a whole load of things will pop up. This is the profile, guys. With the profile installed, I'm going to push the inject button, and once injected, it's going to put me into the game. The menu will pop up. If you push in both of your thumbsticks, then the menu will go away. That menu is very helpful, by the way, and we're going to have a look at it in a second because we need to make a couple changes to make the gameplay a little bit nicer. So here we are in the station, and we're going to head over to the shooting range, and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by changes. So here we are in the shooting range. I'm going to push in both of the analog sticks, and that's going to open up this menu. From this menu, I'm going to push input, and I'm going to change D-pad shifting method to left gesture head. If I hold my left controller to my head, it's going to vibrate, and then if I move the analog stick left, up or right, it will change either the firing rate, it'll pit on my laser or turn off my laser, or it'll turn on my night vision. Alright guys, now it's time to install our Voice Attack profile. So with Voice Attack open, we're going to go over to this plus sign over here, and from there we're going to push import profile. We're going to go to our downloads where we downloaded the profile earlier and push OK, and from the drop down menu we can select the profile. And if we push this button here, we can see what we need to say in order to give our commands. Here I am testing it out, and here I'm shouting out blue on me, bravo on me, red on me, and just testing out the commands. They all seem to be working. It's always good to go back to that button earlier and have a look at the full list of things that you can say, because these are all the commands. There are multiples for the same ones as well if you find it easier. But breaching doors and so forth, you need to familiarize yourself with those commands because those are what you're going to be using in game. Obviously, make sure that your microphone is set to default in the options, and make sure that it's at maximum, and that way Voice Attack should pick it up. Test it as well, like I am here, before you go into game, just to make sure that it is working. Alright guys, here is a test game, and I've opened up Ready or Not. I've launched it in UEVR, and I've got Voice Attack running. So let's give it a go. I'm running the SkolVR Tomahawk, and I'm about to kick some ass. So here we are.
Doc to Element. Suspects have a foothold in this area and they're refusing to cooperate. Entry team, you are go to move and clear.
Just having a quick peek at the screen. I'm good to go.
Red, go.
Ellen, there.
Moving.
Blue, go.
There, move.
Moving.
All commands done. Now I'm going to do my gesturing, so I'm going to turn my laser sight on and set my gun to automatic, and I'm good to go.
Red, clear.
Pick it.
Got the lock.
Now lastly guys, make sure that when you're giving commands you are facing the target that you're referring to, because this is not a VR game. So it relies on where your character is facing, not your gun.
Breach and bang.
Kick the door, clear with flash.
Alright guys, I really hope this has been helpful for someone. If it has, please do consider liking and subscribing as mentioned before. Drop a comment if you have any questions and I will get back to you as quickly as I can. And as always, I will see you in the next one.